If ever I had a video, would you dance in it?
Hey, what's up everybody? So today I'm going to be showing you how to create this easy to do dramatic cut crease. I know at first you might think that it's probably complicated the same way as that I did, but you'll see later on how easy it is to pull it off. So first off, I'm starting by priming my eyelid, and I'm going in with the Yardley Oatmeal 2-in-1 Blemish stick, and this one is the shade called Caramel. And then I'm grabbing the Alyssa Edwards Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeshadow palette, and I'm going in with a black eyeshadow on that palette, and this one is in a shade called Beast, and I'm just going to apply it all over my eyelid, basically starting from my crease area going down. And I'm making sure that I pack that black really well because I really want it to show. And then I'm grabbing the Morphe Gain 35 color eyeshadow palette, and I'm using that darkest orange that they have on the palette, and I'm applying this just above that black just to soften that black a little bit, and also just to give it sort of like a different kind of like so it can look sort of like a transitioning shade basically. So now I'm going back in with the brush without basically applying any more product onto the brush, and I'm blending that out a little bit more, then quickly grabbing my concealer, and now I'm starting to cut the crease just about a third of my eye. Today I'm not going to cut it all the way from corner to corner, but basically a third of my eye, and then I'm going to leave a space in between. And then here I'm just quickly kind of like trying to figure out how I want the shape to look. So I'm just dabbing a little bit, and then once I'm satisfied, I'll have a clue of how I want the shape to look. I'm just gonna like drag it out, basically sort of like winging it out, and then filling in that spot with the concealer. Once I'm satisfied with that, again I'm gonna grab the Alyssa Edwards Anastasia Beverly Hills palette, and I'm going with that pink shadow called Beyond, and then to kind of like help the eyeshadow look a little bit more glittery, I'm gonna go back into the same palette, and I'm going in with the eyeshadow called Inspire, and it's also gonna help soften that pink a little bit. Then now I'm grabbing my favorite black gel liner, and basically I'm gonna outline my upper lash line, and then I'm gonna wing it out towards the outer corner, and then later on I'm gonna wing it out towards the inner corner. And then now I'm just gonna apply it on my lower lash line, basically just to kind of like black out that eye a little bit, because you know we're going for dramatic, and dramatic means, you know, lots of pigment, dark colors. So I'm just gonna put my eyes on hold for now, and then I'm quickly grabbing the LA primer spray before applying my foundation, and then I'm going in with the LA Girl foundation. Basically I'm just gonna make sure that I basically put the correct name in the description box, and then once I've blended it out with my damp beauty blender, I'm grabbing the LA Girl Pro Conceal Concealer, and this is what I'm gonna use to highlight around those areas, basically on those areas that I want to stand out. And this one is in a shade Fawn, and that will be underneath my eye, the bridge of my nose, my forehead, my cupid's bow, and of course my chin. And then I'm just quickly using the same beauty blender as I used to apply my foundation. I'm just gonna quickly blend out that concealer. So now I'm grabbing the LA Girl Pro powder, and this one is a translucent powder, and I'm basically gonna sort of like set those areas that I use a concealer to highlight. And then now I'm grabbing the LA Girl Loose powder, and this one is in a shade called Espresso, and this is what I'm going to be using to actually contour those features that I want to kind of like basically creating shadows around my face. And I just like using like a powder basically to contour rather than cream, because I just feel like sometimes I don't want to have to deal with the hustle and bustle of creams, so this just works out really well. So I'm quickly grabbing the same powder as I forgot to basically chisel out my jaw area, and then grabbing a powder brush just to kind of like wipe off all that excess powder, and also blending out my contour. And now I'm grabbing the LA Girl Blush collection, and this one is from the Glam palette, and I'm going in with that blush shade, and basically I'm just gonna apply it on the apples of my cheeks. Then I'm going in with that bronzer shade, and basically I'm using this bronzer to kind of like bring back some color back into my face. So I'm gonna apply it basically all over my face or around the perimeter of my face, and then and then digging back into my Morphe 35 color eyeshadow palette, I'm going in with that orange shade, and I'm basically gonna apply it on my lower lash line now that we think that we're done with the face sort of. So I'm just gonna apply it underneath my lash line, basically just to add some color. You know, we need some color. And then now I'm going in with the highlighter, and I'm basically gonna highlight my Cupid's bow, the tear dots or the inner corners of my eye, as well as above my cheek area or my cheekbone, and of course the tip of my nose, and just where the bridge of my nose begins. And then just to help that highlighter stand out a little bit more, this kind of helps a lot, and I'm using the e.l.f. Shimmering Facial Whip, and this one is in the shade called Spotlight, and this is like a liquid form of a highlighter. It's really gonna help intensify that highlighter, the powder highlighter that we use. And just I apply a few dots because this really can be really it's really pigmented. So now I'm just using my fingertips to kind of like blend it out, and as you can see, it's like wow, it just awakens that highlighter really well. I'm also going to apply it on the inner corners of my eyes because I just felt like it was not standing out as much as I wanted to. So this is a part where like I go back and basically do a few touch-ups, and also going back in with a black gel liner, I'm kind of like drag that line a little bit towards the inner corner, creating that cat eye effect. So now I'm going in with the LA Girl lip liner, and this one is in a shade Chocolate, and because I really wanted to have like a matte brown lip, I'm gonna fill in my lip all over with this lip liner, and then later on I'm gonna grab a lip gloss, and the one that I'm using is the Revlon Beyond Natural lip gloss, and this one is called Spice, and this is just gonna help gloss everything out. And that's about it, you guys. I certainly hope that you enjoyed this tutorial, and if you did, please don't forget to subscribe, comment, like, and share. Until next time, bye bye.